Let's jam. Hello.
I'm
So,
back on the way.
last week, like a week ago, I saw Mutafukaz in the AMC theaters, and I just thought it was a really, really cool movie. It was unique and different, and kind of like it hit like a really homey spot for me. So I wanted to talk about it. So like inspire you guys to go out there and watch it. So starting off, you have the main character whose name is Angelo. He's a 22-year-old, which kind of like I was like, hey, because I'm 22 currently. In 2017, I'm 22 years old. So kind of like I was like, hey, he's my age, and it takes place in what they call DMC. I forgot the actual name, the abbreviation for that, but they never mention it or never say it, but it's actually taking place in Los Angeles, because you look at the landscape and you look at the buildings in the background, and it's just Los Angeles, and they have that theme of Los Angeles too. Like the opening scene is like of Cholillos with like the gangster music in the background, and with like the lowriders and everything, and it's like that's very like what I've grown to know as Los Angeles. Yeah, the character's storyline, it was fun. I really like the two leads. I forgot the Skull Fire guy's head, but the other main character Angelo, because they kind of have like this banter that like me and Adrian have. Like when we just like talk shit to each other and like, hey man, fucking, I told you to pick up that shit. Like what the fuck, man? Damn, Lily. This is Lily, guys. So yeah, and like I said, since it takes place like in Los Angeles, they have that kind of slang that we use here. It's funny to see that, because like that way you kind of feel more integrated in the actual cast and the characters, because since they're talking like you're like, oh, that's like the homie. I know a lot of people that are like have that kind of situation, you know. So that's another thing too. Like they portray DMC as like the shitty part of town, like in like the shitty part of like LA and stuff. And like I think me and Adrian like firsthand know like the shitty part of LA. Like we have people out there that we go and visit. And so they did a kind of like a pretty good job of kind of just portraying that, because like it's not very common to see LA in anime. So I really appreciate this movie for doing that. It kind of hit home like in a weird way. So yeah, the animation done by Studio 4 Celsius, I believe, is top notch. It's one of the best animated, I would say, if anything. Put your ass out of my face, dog. Animated, like one of the opening scenes, or they had a scene where they're getting chased down the alleyways, and they used the 3D animation like really well. It's like 60 frames, and like it's super smooth. When people start complaining about like how 3D animation is shit, like I feel like showing them that, because it just shows how good it can be if you actually put work into it. So I give them props for even like trying to go out of the way to do that, make it actually look good, not just kind of like save on the cost or whatever, which is what 3D animation is usually. So I really like just the artwork, or just like the backgrounds and designs. Like I said, it's very heavily inspired by Los Angeles. They do a pan on the 101 and the 5 freeway, and it just looks like picture to picture. Something I have to talk about is the music in this movie, because they had, I believe his name is the Toxic Avenger, as like the main artist to this song. It's more like an EDM type of harder EDM style music, and I'm not like super into it, or like I don't know artists or I guess artists off the top of my head. But like I do go to raves once in a while. Like my brother will take me, or like we'll go out, because he's the one that knows that shit. And I'll just come through, and like I just have a good time every time. Raves are awesome. And this is until you're like 22 though. They have like this scene where they incorporate a ice cream truck's little like thingy noise to like, and they layer like a sick like track to it, and it just really works, because they're doing pans to like them being chased, and to like up close to the wheel, and just to have like the animation, the music, and just like the songs work together is like something that really is not easy to do, you know. Mutafukaz was a really cool movie. It, like I said earlier, it just really hits home. Like we don't get many animes that show LA, so I thought it was really cool that they went out of their way to do that. And yeah, if it's not out yet, we don't know any news about it. Apparently it's been out for like 2 years, the movie itself, so they might have like Japanese import. But here in America, I feel like it's gonna be licensed pretty soon. If anything, I think Funimation should probably pick it up. Feels like a Funimation thing. So as soon as we know, I'll let you guys know. I will pick that up once it comes up. And yeah, that's been it. So I will see you guys again. Mañana. Say bye to me. And Lily. Oh, great. Oh shit. Okay. Oh. Hey, get the fuck off! Did you shower today? I love you. I love me too. Fucking shit scared me.